Hi, my name is Zachariah, and this is my water sustainability portfolio for BE 178-1. Just a brief introduction. The purpose of this portfolio is to summarize all the experiences and assignments that I've completed in this class, but also kind of to show a linear trend in gaining knowledge and understanding of how to both conserve my own water and help others in conserving their own water. As you can see, our first major assignment was titled Personal Water Use and Cost. On the left here was the journal that we were expected to create as we tracked our own water usage for 2 days. And then following that handwritten journal, we would transfer it over to an Excel spreadsheet, as you can see here on the right. The images you see here are just additional components of the spreadsheet that we created. This image here in the top right offers a much more condensed look into what actually happened. My day 1 usage was 22 gallons, my day 2 usage was 35 gallons. And after using the mathematical formulas we were given, I was able to calculate my CCF, which was 1.14, of course rounded up to 2 per the regulations here. And then after some more calculations, I was left with my total estimated cost, which was around $22. Next came the food water footprint, which was just a much more specific and invasive kind of determination of our water usage. It was a calculator, as you can see here, provided to us, and it asked a lot more questions. It included a lot more components that I felt that the handwritten journal did not. After entering in all my information, I was left with the total water consumption of 1,226.971 gallons, of course also an estimate. Then came the water carry experience, where we were tasked with filling up a gallon of water and carrying it with us throughout our day to kind of better understand the individuals in less fortunate countries who have to carry around their water all day in order to provide for their family and themselves. As you can see, I took all 3 of my photos around the U of A campus throughout my day. Of course, in order to gain full enlightenment from the water carry experience, we were required to reflect on it. A couple main takeaways that I took away from it was that in the moment it was pretty frustrating and humbling, but upon more reflection, it became really clear that I gained a lot of gratitude for having my water sources so readily available, unlike the individuals that we were attempting to understand. And because of that, it's a gratitude that I hope to pass on to others in my life who haven't had similar realizations or have enough appreciation for how easily accessible their water is. When being tasked to investigate the water usage of an industry, I chose the sports industry out of my love and passion for sports. So while investigating the sports industry, a couple takeaways that I came away with was obviously the sports industry has experienced massive growth in recent years, and as a result, it has also increased in a massive rise in water consumption. Although some organizations have made minor attempts like water efficient plumbing and other kind of conservation methods at their facilities, for the most part, the industry is still extremely wasteful and requires major reform in order to cut down their usage. A few solutions that I came up with during the assignment was replacing grass fields or turf for much more water efficient alternatives like synthetic grass, harvesting the rainwater at the facility, doing on-site wastewater treatment, and constantly improving the quality of the sprinklers and nozzles that are used on the fields. Next came the water sustainability comparison and reflection, which was much more writing intensive. Just to kind of give a general summary, my personal water usage measured in Model 3 was 28.5 gallons. I felt that varied so farly from my Module 5 totals when calculating my footprint, just because of the human errors and self-calculations that were expected in Module 3, whereas Module 5 was much more detailed. My first guess to explaining this huge discrepancy consisted of having differing toilets and sinks, and also having very differing daily routines. Some daily routines are obviously going to be a lot more water intensive than others. A couple solutions that I offered for myself were taking shorter showers, turning off the sink while washing dishes, and choosing more accurate load sizes when doing the wash. Finally came the summative assessment, which asked us to not only reflect on the course, but kind of acknowledge where we've grown in our learning. My largest takeaway from this summative assessment was that I'm really appreciative of Dr. Poe's course for all the kind of priceless solutions that he's given to me for conserving my own water, but I felt like its most meaningful aspect was the guidance towards being able to pass this knowledge and information on to others, families, friends, etc., as that's where this kind of endless circle of teaching and actual real change can be fostered. Lastly, here are my references. Thank you so much for watching.